Good morning, sports fans. Welcome inside the MCLA TV studio. I'm your host, Assistant Athletic Director Jeff Polari, here with women's volleyball coach Amanda Beckwith on the eve of the MASCAC Championships. Amanda, thanks for being with us here today.
Good morning, Jeff.
So it's been quite a couple of months here for the volleyball program. First ever conference championship, a share of the conference crown with Framingham State, 13-game winning streak, program records for wins, and we get the honor of hosting the MASCAC Championship. Try to encompass what all that means to the program, all those things I just talked about going forward.
That means our hard work has, resulted in what we wanted. We set a goal last spring to earn a banner and hopefully bring home a conference championship of some type. Now we have a portion of the regular season, and we're hungry to go for the tournament W and go to the NCAA games.
Yeah. Now, was there any point during the season, I know you just said this was a long process, obviously, as they typically are. Was there any point in the season that you thought this has really got a chance to be special?
We opened MASCAC with a win against Westfield. That was eye-opening, gave a little bit more confidence. Then we went on a streak. And then we beat Framingham, gave a little bit more confidence. I don't think there's one moment. I think it just became more and more real the better we did. And even with the defeat, we knew it was helping us to get where we wanted to go.
The all-conference selections came out yesterday, released by the conference office. MCLA very well representative, sitting here with the Coach of the Year. Give me your thoughts on that and what that means to you, again, the program, and just a reflection on the all-conference honors.
I feel as though I'm thankful for the votes from our fellow coaches. The three who were recognized were well-deserved. We have a lot of people on our team that have contributed this season at different times. Even if they say you're only as strong as your weakest link, even if someone wasn't on that day, somebody else picked it up. So we never looked as though we were 5 strong. We were always 6 strong with go-to people on the bench as well.
We were very fortunate. Allison Clark, first team selection. She's had a phenomenal season. Rachel Mills, Angelica Perfido, second team selections. Just talk a little bit about their impact on the season specifically as it relates to their performances.
So Jell's a 5th-year senior. She learned a lot in the year she had to take off after having surgery, and it only made her stronger and actually more hungry to go after it this year. She said to me she was going to earn an outside spot last year, and I said, okay, Jell, let's see it. And Jill showed up. She worked hard and earned every minute that she's had this year. And just yesterday we were joking about last year's tournament game. She goes, Coach, do you remember when I came in and I just did one big block and then he subbed me out again? I said, yeah, you're not that player anymore because you really, you worked hard, you got determined in the gym, you weren't just a game player, you became an everyday player. Rachel Mills, she is a super athletic young woman, very smart. She's continued to excel, and she's played outside, right side, and middle, all for us at different points this season, depending on injuries, and that's made her more versatile. And different coaches have noticed her in that she has the ability to play anywhere and contribute. And her serve has definitely, come on this year. Look forward to what she does this weekend. Allison Clark, we're very thankful that she came here and transferred to MCLA. She's the most competitive player I have ever coached. She's harder on herself than I ever could be. And that drives her because she wants to be the best person that she can be, but not really for herself. It is all about her team, and she gives the kudos to her passers, to her setters, and to the unit as a whole. It's very important for Al that the team function as a team, and it's not all about her. Whenever asked, she's always like, it's about my team. And she's very humble, and I'm very proud to coach such a competitive person that has contributed so much this year.
I mean, they've all done so much for the program. And just yesterday, our communications intern, Dan Waller, had a chance to sit down with the trio yesterday at practice. Let's hear what they had to say.
All of them, I just have to say that it's pretty high up there. We've had the goal since the beginning to get there. It's just been a great season overall, so I wouldn't say there was anything to rank it though, but I'd say it's high up there.
Okay. Did the team feel a turning point at all during this season in regards to knowing, like, hey guys, we could actually win this? I feel like a turning point would be when we beat Westfield in 3. It gave us a lot of confidence. And then another turning point would be when we played Framingham, and that gave us even more confidence. Right. What does MCLA have to do to keep this season going on Saturday?
We have to play with a lot of energy, and we have to want to win.
Okay.
So.
Thank you so much. So this team has had quite a memorable season. Where does hosting the MASCAC Championship rank amongst all of them?
Well, I mean, that's just the cherry on top. I mean, we've worked so hard throughout the whole season. It's been a lot of fun working with a great team. We've got a great team going, great chemistry this year, and this is just the cherry on top. It's really great.
Did you and your team feel a turning point at all this season in regards to knowing, hey guys, we could actually win this?
Yeah, there was one point where we lost a couple of games. It was like 3 or 4, and it was all just consecutive. And it was really like the last game in those consecutive matches where we were just like, we were frustrated, and then we just turned that all into motivation, and we were ready to tackle the next game, and that's what we did, and then we've just been going up since then.
Great. What does MCLA have to do to keep this season going?
The support from our fans is very important to us. We love the energy that we get. We've been getting a lot of fans this year, and just the energy between the players on the court is always a must, and we've really realized over this season how impactful the energy really is, and the fans are really encouraging, and they really help us, especially when the energy is low on the court.
Great, thank you. This team has had quite a memorable season. Where does hosting the MASCAC Championship rank amongst all of them?
It didn't really matter where we hosted. It just mattered about when we showed up as a team, and hosting is a great opportunity, but it doesn't really matter where we play as long as we play together as a team.
Did the team feel a turning point at all this season in regards to knowing, hey guys, we could actually win this?
Probably during our Framingham game was one of the greatest turning points in our season. We just all played together for the first time, and it was just a really big turning point for us.
Great. What does MCLA have to do to keep the season going?
We just need to play our game and stay together.
Great.
Stay
Thank you.
focused.
Thank you, Dan, and welcome back, everybody. So great to hear from those players on such a memorable season. Coach, we turn to the MASCAC tournament now. Everybody starts off 0-0. Granted, we get to host. We're the top seed. Talk a little bit. We now know the 3 other teams that are coming in. Framingham State, Westfield State is the 3 seed. Bridgewater State is the 4 seed. Just talk a little bit about the tournament, your expectations heading into the weekend.
Really excited to host. Feel honored, very proud, happy. But there's still work to be done. We'll see Bridgewater. We watched them play last night. We will have to come out and work hard. Nothing is going to be easy for any team at this point throughout the conference. Everyone's in shape. Everyone's dealing with a little injuries. You know, it's going to be the best energy, the best passing team, you know, that gets the W's. And I'm excited. You know, we have already reviewed, practiced to improve on our last Bridgewater match, but we have to also think beyond Bridgewater because our goal is to make it into the championship round, and that will likely give us Framingham. You know, Framingham beat Westfield in the regular season, but you know, we know that we have to put our best foot forward no matter who we get up against.
Are there any concerns, challenges? You know, we played Bridgewater 7 days ago. You know, on senior day, emotional day, we came out with a lot of energy. Any challenges to try to replicate that energy level going into Saturday?
No, I think there'll probably be a little less nerves. Yes, there'll be, like, we're hosting a conference tournament, but it's not senior game. It's a different, I think, healthier nerves somewhat. Seniors can put a lot of pressure on themselves for senior game. Both of our seniors did well. You know, and Angelica Profito, for instance, the other day said to me, I had 4 serving errors on my senior day. I was like, I don't care. It's not going to happen next time. You got it out. And she is one of our strongest servers. And even with errors, we were still able to prevail last time. We just hope to keep the flow going through each set. We had a couple delays last time, you know, hoping to just win consecutively in 3. We have to serve well, we have to pass well, and our energy has to be on.
So we've talked a lot about what MCLA has, Allison, Rachel, among others that we've spoken about. Give us a player or 2 to watch from each of the teams coming in. We'll start off with the number 2 seed, Framingham State.
So Framingham State has the player of the year, Alicia Radcliffe. Very, very strong player offensively. I know recently her team has suffered some injuries, so she's been playing all the way around. We'll see what this weekend holds. I don't know if their injured player will be back. But she is just long and lanky and super athletic. And we just know to expect a really hard hit all the time for her, and probably 60+% of the balls are going to her, whether she's in the front row or the back row. But they're a solid team, great serving team. We'll just have to be really, well set up defensively.
How about a player from Westfield, the 3 seed?
Westfield, it's their outside hitters, both carry them. Their libero right now, though, is on fire. She made Rookie of the Year. She also made first team All-Conference. Lizzie, I watched her play last night against Worcester. She's everywhere on the court, and she's only a freshman. Really excited to see what she'll bring this weekend and in the future.
And finally, Bridgewater State, somebody that obviously we're familiar with just a week ago, as we've already spoke about, but somebody from Bridgewater that you feel
Bridgewater's the key player is their setter. She runs their offense. She is their leader. She's a really, really good server, and she's a tricky setter. She likes to dump the ball every now and then. So she will lead them. She sets up the outsides really well. I know they have suffered an injury too. So it's really going to be who shines the best on Saturday, and hopefully all our hard work and energy will go into Saturday, and we'll come out with the results we're going for a championship.
Great. So the full schedule for Saturday's day of events kicks off at 12 o'clock with the top-seeded Trailblazers playing host to Bridgewater State, the 4 seed, followed by the 2 p.m. match, which is number 2 Framingham State challenging number 3 Westfield State. The 2 winners will face off for the right to the MASCAC Championship and a berth in the NCAA tournament. Coach, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much,
for
Jeff.
joining us. Follow all of our action, all of our news, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and log on to athletics.mcla.edu. Thank you and have a great day.